stimulus check, stimulus package update. Just the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate it. Guys, a few details to go over here. Which everybody knows, the White House is under quarantine, and everybody knows, or should know by now, that Donald Trump and the First Lady is tested positive for COVID-19. And I'll go over that in just a second. And Mitch McConnell said there could be a deal reached within the next couple days. So let's go over something. Now, as we know, the president has been hospitalized with the COVID-19. Now, on Thursday night, Trump and First Lady Melania Trump announced that they had both tested positive for COVID-19. And on Friday, the president was admitted to the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Maryland after a report Friday morning that he had experienced mild symptoms. Now, what exactly that means and whether it will affect the outcome of the bill remains to be seen. Now, however, negotiators, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin have been continuing talks and appear to be closer to a deal than they have ever been. That sounds good. Now, even Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell was more optimistic about the outcome of the talks as Friday closed. I'm trying to figure out here whether I should predict another bill quickly or not, but the talks have speeded up in the last couple of days. I think we're closer to getting an outcome, McConnell said. Excuse me. According to Washington Post, congressional reporter Erica Weaver via Twitter as of Friday evening, Trump was characterized as working from the hospital. CNET is closely monitoring the situation. Now, the House of Representatives passed a revised stimulus bill Thursday that includes a stimulus payment as well as $600 a week in federal unemployment benefits and aid for airlines and restaurants. Compare it with the CARES Act here, but, and this is the critical, this new take on the HEROES Act is not law. The negotiations for a different bipartisan bill are still underway, which could bring about even more changes to the legislation and the fate of another round of stimulus checks. Pelosi and Mnuchin spoke on Friday and have said they intend to continue discussions. If the talks, which are under imminent pressure, are successful, they could yield a completely new bill. Both chambers would then vote on it. If talks aren't successful, the U.S. may need to wait to see what happens next. Now, the House is set to recess after Friday, but can be called back to vote within a 24-hour period. Now, both parties want to see you get up to a $1,200 stimulus check or $2,400, a couple. Now, there's a strong bipartisan support to provide another direct payment to people who qualify. But more than that, below of the Republican and Democrat lawmakers and President Donald Trump all say they want a solution that includes a second stimulus check among other measures in the relief bill, now such as enhanced unemployment benefits. Now, provisions for a second check have been part of 3 proposals since the CARES Act passed in March. And Now, one authored by the Democrats and two by the Republicans. Now, the IRS and Treasury Department sent the first round of stimulus payments to recipients within 19 days. Mnuchin has said he could send them much faster this time once new legislation is signed. That's all we're waiting on, you all, is them to get it done. Once that's done, they say if it was signed today, people with direct deposit could start seeing the money probably within 7-8 days. Because they're saying they can do it a lot faster this time. They've got things updated, and it's more in advance now than it was before. Everything was out of date. Now they've got everything up to date, and it should be a lot better. Now, he goes to say I could get out 50 million payments really quickly and start making payments a week after a bill is signed. So, if it was Saturday, say if it was signed today, well, I don't know if they would go out on the weekend, but give or take, say if it did, you would probably receive them like on a Saturday or Sunday of next week. But I don't think on the weekend that would happen. So it would be like the following Monday or Tuesday, if it was today. And he said in August we mapped out how quickly a new check could arrive, and that's how they estimated that. Now, the IRS doesn't consider stimulus money to be an income, and a payment you get this year will not reduce your refund in 2021 or increase the amount you owe when you file your 2020 tax return. Now, you also won't have to repay part of your check if you qualify for a lower amount in 2021. The IRS said if you don't receive everything you were owed this year, you can claim it as a credit on your 2020 federal income tax return by filing in 2021. So, now while we think a second stimulus check would largely follow the same guidelines as the first eligibility requirements, are subject to change. Now, it might even benefit your family if a new stimulus bill redefines and who counts as a qualifying dependent. Now, I ain't gonna go over more of that. That's just basically the same thing. But my point is in this video, and it's looking good because Mitch McConnell, and he's been he's been all against it all this time up to now since everybody in the White House has contracted the COVID-19. Now he's being optimistic about it, so now he's saying there could be a deal reached in the next couple of days. And Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi saying that there could be a deal reached by Sunday evening. Let's hope and pray, guys. Let's hope and pray because everybody needs this. But I always remember, guys, keep in your prayers of the president and his the first lady. Okay, keep them in your prayers, because this virus is very deadly, and I know you all know that. So, guys, let's just keep our heads held high. I just wanted to let you know that Mitch McConnell, that's a very good sign. Mitch McConnell saying that. I know he's a liar. I know he needs to be out of office. All of them does. But right now, that's all we got to go on. And let's hope and pray that it works this way and it works out that way. Okay? So he's saying in the next couple of days, and Steve Mnuchin and Nancy Pelosi is saying possibly by the end of Sunday evening. So let's hope for that, guys. If anything else comes up, I will let you guys know, okay? And I'll see you the next time. Peace out.